Welcome back to Geektopia. I'm your host Kevin. Your host Will's here. We're back with another starter deck from the Reiya cluster. It's the Below the Waves, the Merfolk Shayla. We're gonna see what she comes to bring. As far as we know, she's all about making the weather rain. So let's find out.
Just making it rain all the time. All the time.
It is unopened, so we're gonna open it and we're gonna go through it all together.
And of course, the rest of the box just comes with all the other paperwork, telling you what to do. It has a little tiny paper play mat for you. All right. First off, we have Shayla.
All right. First, we got the ruler. It's pretty good for a ruler, for a little starter deck ruler anyway. She is a mermaid. Energizes for blue mana. So for all those that know, it's just the same as the Hearthstone coin. You start with an energize. You can use it whenever. And judgments for 3, 2 blue and 1. And then on your turn, the weather is rain. So we're not sure exactly what that does yet, but we're gonna find out as we go through the deck. She does have the ability of tap, search your deck for a card named Weather Change Rain, reveal it, and put it in your hand. And then again, she has one of the sealed abilities that we're not sure what it is yet because the company hasn't released it. When they do, we'll let you know.
Yep. And on the flip side, pay 2 blue and 1, and you get what, sir?
You get a 10-12, a J ruler that's a 10-12 mermaid. She makes the weather rain forever, as long as she's on the backside. And when she comes into play, you draw a card.
And you were saying earlier that for 3 mana 10-12, it's pretty hot.
Pretty solid for a J ruler, because there's not a lot of J rulers that can stop her or kill her easily. Even 0 will have a hard time with her just because 0 is only an 11-11.
And with the set rotating, what was it, Moonbeam?
Yeah,
is no longer available. So you're pretty safe to maybe flip her on turn 30.
Yeah, it's pretty safe bet to flip her pretty quickly.
Next card we have up, it's the card that she actually searches for. It is 1 mana to cast. The name is Weather Change Rain. It's a chant. It has quick cast. And the weather is rain until the end of turn. And then you draw a card as well. So no downfall, really. Seems like.
So, like, you save this for when it's on their turn and your dudes need a block. Or you need to change the weather to rain for having it on their turn. Because on your turn, she makes the weather rain. On their turn, it's not.
Yep. And then we'll get into the creature's abilities and see what they do when it rains. Alright, next up.
Next up, we got an Angelic Voice Mermaid. It is a 1 mana, 3/3. It's a mermaid. When it comes into play, draw a card if the weather is rain. Seems pretty good for a 1 mana, 3/3. Like, y'all know how good Tama is. Tama's a little better, but it's still a 3/3 for 1 mana. So.
And she replaces herself.
Yeah, it's a card you get when you play your card.
So far, as long as it's raining, you get a cantrip pretty much.
Yeah, it's a 1 mana cantrip as long as the weather is rain.
Damn. Next up, this deck has a playset of these as well. 1 mana, 2 blue, so 3 altogether. Was it Aqua Rifle Mermaid? All right. It's a attack of 7, defense 7. When this card enters the field, rest target resonator. If the weather is rain, return to the owner's hand. Now, I'm assuming that rest is just tapping the creature. Correct?
Yes, you would be correct. So 3 mana, tap target dude. Or if the weather is rain, you bounce that dude to their hand instead. It's pretty good.
And it seems like with that J ruler, it's always raining on your turn. So for 3 mana, you bounce our dude, you got a dude.
Yeah, you bounce and get a threat. Seems pretty good.
Alright, next up, also a playset.
We have a Cleansing Rain. It is a quick cast, a 1 blue and 1 colorless. It is a chant. So an instant, 2 mana, return target resonator to its owner's hand. If the weather is rain, put it on top of the owner's deck instead. That's really strong in a game like this, just because y'all know how good Captain Hook is. He bounces things to the top of their deck, and it sets you back a turn.
Yeah.
Anything that does it for a lot cheaper, probably pretty good. And 2 mana putting a dude on top seems pretty legit.
And if you make it rain on their turn, they play a big dude to try to swing at you. Just put it back on top. And be like, you wasted a turn, pretty much. Yeah, this set seems pretty awesome. A lot of tricks to it. Like it. Next up, has a play set. Giant Sea Jelly. So far, my favorite creature of the deck, just by the name. 2 mana, 1 blue, 1 colorless, a 5/5. This card gains +2 or +200, +200, as long as the weather is rain. So turn 2, you have a 7/7. Seems like.
Yep. Turn 2, you have a 7/7. I mean, it does drop to a 5/5 on their turn, but if you play the 1-drop weather change card, then it becomes 7/7 you can block with. So
more tricks to mess with your opponent.
This deck's very, very tricksy.
And it seems like everything's low cost mana so far, so like you're gonna have decent mana. 4th turn you can have a lot of tricks. Next playset that we have.
Next up is a 1 mana 3/3. It is Princess Shayla's Attendant. It is a mermaid as well. It's a 3/3 mermaid for 1. This card gets +2/+2 as long as the weather is rain. So for 1 mana, you have a 5/5.
Sounds pretty hot.
That's pretty good because that kills pretty much everything on your turn. Anything early game that will straight murk, and everyone. I can't even deal with this card right now.
Yeah,
actually.
As for what is it, Attendant? Looks like Princess Shayla always gets in trouble because she looks worried a lot.
Yep,
she is not happy right now.
She's not having it.
Next playset of the deck. Alright. Its name, Stormbolt. Cost 2. 1 blue, 1 colorless. It's a chant. Choose one. If the weather is rain, you may choose up to 3. Yeah, already sounding good. Draw a card. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by target J Resonator till the end of turn, or rest target J Resonator. Sorry.
And it is choose up to 3, so you can't choose the same one 3 times. You have to choose each zone separately. So, like, if it is raining, you get all 3 abilities of drawing a card, preventing damage, or resting target dude.
Which, for 2 mana, sounds pretty hot.
It sounds amazing for 2 mana. And it is a sorcery, though, so you gotta remember that. You can't just... It's not that tricksy. Good lord, the power level of this card, if it was an instant...
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
Through the roof.
Alright, next playset of the deck.
Next up is the Big Daddy Whale. The White Whale is 3 mana 10/10. This card cannot attack or block unless the weather is rain. So it is just a 3-drop basic dude, but it gets to kill things if your weather is rain. So 10 mana or 10/10s for 3 is pretty good.
Yeah. Your opponent will definitely be screaming the White Whale when this comes out, because that power creep is pretty awesome.
A pretty big power creep.
White Whale! Next playset is the amazing, we'll say Pekoe or Pekoe, the Wise Dolphin. 2 mana, 2 blue altogether, 6 attack, 6 defense. This card gains flying as long as the weather is rain. Seems good. Seems cute too.
This dude's awesome just because it's a dolphin wearing a monocle. If you don't like that, then I don't know. I don't know I'm sorry.
And jingling bells, and even has a sachet.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, 6/6 for 2 mana that flies, pretty good.
Next up, the last playset of the deck. It's oh, you go ahead.
It is Waverider Mermaid. She is a 4 mana for a 10/10, 3 blue and 1. It is a mermaid. This card gets +2/+2 in flying as long as the weather is rain. And for 2 mana, you can rest target Resonator. Play this ability only if the weather is rain. She's amazing for 4 mana.
Yeah.
Because 4 mana after turn 4, you have a 10/10 or technically you have a 12/12 because the weather will probably be raining after that time. And then you just pay 2 mana to tap their dudes down. So in other words, she as long as the weather is raining, you can kill almost any creature you want.
Yeah.
Pay 2 mana to swing at that dude because it's tapped now.
And if she survives that turn, next turn you technically have 5, but you tap 2 guys down.
Yeah.
And then tap them and kill them. That's
She's
ridiculous.
amazing. This 4-drop is amazing. The power level of Blue Deck seems pretty good.
Yeah. Has all the control, has beefy creatures to go along with it. Seems pretty, a good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next up, we have the 4 special lands.
We have her special stone. It is the Shoal Coral Stone. It is the same as a special magic stone. You treat it as a water magic stone just like all the others. And you can banish this card, the weather is rain, until the end of turn. So you want to banish this on their turn. So if you need the weather to be rain at a critical moment, you make the weather rain when you want. You sacrifice the land, but if that allows you to kill the dudes that are attacking or block, it's worth it.
Now question, Kevin. With the J-Roller, if you're playing a mirror deck, would it make every turn rain? Would you not have to worry about it then?
It would work for both sides on the backside if the J-Rulers are flipped, because it's just flat, the weather is rain. So if they have a J-Ruler Shayla and you have one Shayla flipped,
Shenanigans
all the
around.
weather is, then everything goes together.
You better bring your umbrella, just like Rihanna. The next are just the normal basic lands.
Well played. Last, we got the 6 basic stones. They look pretty amazing with the mermaids swimming around the little blue symbol. It is just a basic magic stone. Tap, produce a blue mana.
And if you watch the other videos as well, as you pointed out, there's a spot that's always just foil in the basic ones.
Yeah.
It looks very pretty.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of Below the Waves, correct? Yes, Below the Waves. My name is William. This is Kevin here. And this is Geektopia. Thank you for joining us today. And I hope you have an awesome time. And of course, the cameraman is named Trevor. We don't care.